Now take problem number 15 in amalgamation of companies. We are given with the informations of Blue Limited and Star Limited. Balance sheets are given and various assets and liabilities are available. Both the companies are amalgamated and they are going to have the business in the new name called Blue Star Limited. We are given with some adjustments and all assets are taken over except cash at bank, but considered goodwill of Star Limited is valueless. So all the assets and liabilities are taken over by the new company Star Limited. So we have to transfer all the assets and liabilities of liquidating company should be transferred to the new company called Blue Star Limited except cash and bank. So please put a mark on that point. Cash at bank is not taken over. And also we are given with the point that goodwill of the company Star Limited is considered as valueless. That means goodwill is not taken over. It is considered as valueless. So these 2 points we should keep in mind while preparing the purchase consideration as well as supposing the closing entries. Now purchase consideration, yesterday itself I have explained how to calculate purchase consideration for this problem, and it is 5,40,000 for Blue Limited and 8,50,000 for Star Limited. Purchase consideration is discharged with shares of rupees 10 each. Now let us go to the closing entries of Blue Limited. That is the first company. We know very well the first step we have to transfer the assets. Again I am repeating the same old point. I mentioned sundry assets, but in examination you have to mention what are all the assets you are going to transfer. And in this question we are given with the point cash at bank is not taken over, goodwill is Star Limited goodwill is valueless. So without these two things we have to transfer all the informations. So realization account debtor to sundry assets of Blue Limited. Total asset which is 6,50,000. On that goodwill is not transferred. Okay. Goodwill we are taking, but cash at bank is not transferred. So we have to transfer all other assets: land and building, plant and machinery, stock, sundry debtors, patents, goodwill. Except cash at bank we have to transfer. Then in liability side we are having a share capital, creditors, debentures, P&L account. On that only creditors we have to transfer. Right? Other informations should not be transferred. Those things should goes to shareholders account. Now the third entry is purchase consideration brought into the accounts. Purchase consideration paid by Blue Star Limited. So purchasing company account debtor to realization. Then we are supposed to transfer. The fourth entry is we are supposed to pass the entry for the payment of purchase consideration, mode of payment. Purchase consideration payment is already accounted in entry number 3. Here it is mode of payment. How they are paying purchase consideration? It is paid in the form of shares of rupees 10 each. So we have to take shares in Blue Star Limited account debtor to Blue Star Limited. In that manner we have to pass the entry. Then next one, debentures we are having, cash at bank we are not transferring. So straight away it is not given, but it is understood that debenture is discharged with the help of the cash at bank. So the total amount of cash at bank is 60,000, debenture is 50,000. So we are discharging debenture. When you are discharging the debenture, what entries we have to pass? First debenture account debtor to debenture holder, then debenture holder account debtor to shareholders, debtor to cash. That means you can pay the amount only to the person, that is who are holding the debenture. So debenture account debtor to debenture holder, then debit debenture holder account 50,000 we have to pay. Total amount of cash is 60,000. Balance is 10,000 is transferred to shareholders account. Then shareholder account debtor to shares in Blue Star Limited, that is purchase consideration is paid in the form of the share, that share is showing the balance, that account is showing the balance, that should also be transferred to shareholders account. Then assets and liabilities, some of the liabilities we have transferred to realization. What are all the items not transferring to realization? Now that should be transferred to shareholders account. That means assets and liabilities are closed, transferred to owners of the company. That is the concept. Here we have not taken share capital, then P&L account. Both the things now transferred to shareholders account, right? Both the items are transferring to shareholders account. Share capital account that are to P&L, that are to shareholders account. So we have passed almost all the entries. Now we have to take shareholders account we have to prepare, and that shareholders account already we passed the entries. Now those entries are posted in shareholders account. Finally the shareholders account is supposed to be tallied. And also you should keep in mind we passed the entries for realization, right? And if you prepare the realization, it is supposed to be shown with profit or loss on realization, whereas in this case the debit side of a realization is entered with posted with 5,90,000, and credit side of a realization is posted with 150,000 and 5,40,000. No other information related to realization is given, so no profit or loss on realization. That is why I have not prepared the separate account of realization. And also moreover, in the question it is not specifically asked prepare realization account, so that is why I have not prepared. Suppose though it is not showing the profit or loss, if it is specifically asked in the question, then we have to prepare realization account also, right? So in this manner we have to pass the closing entries for Blue Limited. Only new point we are having in this question is debenture is given, cash balance is not taken over, so we are adjusting cash balance with the debenture. What the balance lying after payment, what is the balance lying in debenture cash account, that one is taken to shareholders account.